Hi there, this is David and welcome back to Let's Play I Am Setsuna. Today we're going to be taking care of all the Spritnite monsters, so I just want to go through my setup real quick. Radiance is of utmost importance for Endear. It's going to be his main attack, and as for everything else, it's just kind of there. Myriad Power is nice because Radiance inflicts multiple hits, so the more times you use it, the more powerful it will get. This will boost the critical hit rate of Radiance. I'm going to be eating food before each battle, so Eternal Void is nice on everybody in my party. Returner is good just to get extra MP. This is good for evasion rate. This is good for non-elemental attacks, which is Radiance. Meteor will come in handy on a couple of these monsters, not a lot of them, because it does ignore 50% of the defense, and of course Commanding Wave because it increases your turn frequency. Inspire is really, really nice for Setsuna. This would be good because it helps with her healing. This increases her light elemental attacks, and pretty much her only good attack that she's going to be using would be Lightning or Luminaire, but I really use Luminaire mostly for the auto-revive rather than the, attack. This is nice just because we're going to be going through a lot of dungeons to keep her MP up. Boosting her maximum HP is always very nice. Let's see, anything else? Yeah, that's always cool. And the last party member is Kier. So, he's pretty much the same way, except that I give him the Fire bit, which increases the power of his Fire elemental attacks, and he's pretty much going to be using Flare every single time. This is kind of nice as well, because if we're using different elemental attacks, like Light, or Fire, or Null elemental attacks, it'll increase the power of his Fire attacks as well. So, that can come in handy. This, of course, because of the food that I'm going to be eating. Meltdown for lowering defense whenever that's applicable. And that's pretty much my setup, and this is going to be my party for fighting all these guys. So, with that, let's get started. First up are the Rockies in the Floberg Waters boss area. They each have 756 HP. Just use area attacks, and if you want to, you can use Frost Wall with Julian and Endear. In all honesty, you could probably use Frost Wall on all of these guys, because you pretty much always use physical hits. But they're pretty easy, and you can grind on these guys too, because they give you a lot of experience points. So, that can be pretty nice. Moving right along, we are facing the Southpaw in the Frisian Caves, and you're going to want to go into the exit near Frisian Heights. He has 3,024 HP. He can heal for about 1,000 HP per turn as well. He's immune to all debuffs. And what you're going to want to do is use various support Spritnite to raise your power, such as Inspire and things like that. For this fight, I am using Fides, just because I kind of was using Fides and I ran into him accidentally using him, so it is what it is. It's not that big of a deal, though. So, yeah, just take this guy out. He's one of the harder ones. There's two of them that's going to take me quite a bit of time to bring down, and he's one of them. The other one is the Dinotaurus Crystallis. All the rest of these guys will take, like, under a minute. So, yeah. It is what it is as far as, killing them. Some of them take longer, some of them don't. And it really sucks that not only did I run into him using Fides and not Endear, I also ran into one of her Fides was like totally out of mana. But thank God I have Kier with Flare, because Flare is amazing. Okay, next up we are facing the Malumba in the Frost Caves boss area. He has 15,120 HP. So, yeah. Thankfully though, he is incredibly weak to fire. And unfortunately, he's immune to defense down, which sucks. So yeah, I'll show off Meltdown, even though it's not going to do anything. Like, it still deals damage, it just doesn't inflict the defense down. If you wanted to use Fides and have him use his defense down, that might work. He has a skill that lowers the attack and defense of a monster and raises his attack and defense. So that could come in handy, but for the most part, you're just gonna want to make sure that you use Flare along with Inspire. Look at that damage from Flare. So yeah, he just takes quite a bit of time. Radiance is really nice too, because you're gonna inflict roughly 1,200 damage with a Radiance also. But he doesn't really deal much damage to you. He just kind of stuns you. So if you want to equip stun shields, that could be a good solution as well. I didn't, as you can see, because Endear got stunned and so did Setsuna. With Setsuna, I mean, she doesn't have a lot of offense, just make sure that Inspire stays up, and as long as that stays up, then you can have her use Lightning or Heal in the background, but for the most part, you're not really going to have to worry about it. Wow, this guy's like taking forever, I've got to say. Oh, get some nice critical hits in there, so that's pretty okay. Wow, he's really not doing anything to me, is he? He just stunned me one time. What kind of a crappy Spritnite eating monster is this? Where if he doesn't even attack you? I've been in a fight with him for like over a minute now, and almost 2 minutes actually, and he didn't even hit me once. Like, what is that? Anyway, now we're fighting the Stone Flappers. They're in the Forgotten Shore at the boss area, and they go down in one hit. Kind of nice actually, a nice little change of pace. Now we're facing the Atomic Puff Puffs. They are in Sarandale in the boss area, and these are the guys that I fought in order to level gain, because they're really close to the entrance, and yeah, they do self-destruct, but you can get a lot of experience points from these guys, so just use whatever you want to against him as far as a massive damage dealing. I just use Flare or Meteor or whatever. They only have 756 HP, so they'll go down self-destruct very quickly, very easily as well. Okay, moving right along. We are facing the Jewelry in the Friging Heights, and they're in the very end area over just by the save point. They are immune to magic, so just use Radiance and kill them in one hit. Easy enough. Okay, now we're facing the Fallout Shell in the Black Whelm Cave. He has massive defensive power, but he only has 756 HP. A lot of these guys have 756 HP. I don't know what it is about that. So what you're going to want to do is use Inspire to raise everybody's attack power, and then use things like Flare or Meteor that ignore defense. He is immune to anything that would subtract his defense. So he's immune to Meltdown. I would just recommend, again, with Endear and Kier using their Flare and Meteor, and making sure that Setsuna uses Inspire, and they'll be fine. Okay, now we're in the Mowbreeze Mountains. Use the back entrance to get on into here, and we're going to be fighting the Glowy Polly. He only has 38 HP, but he loves to do his little guaranteed evasion bullcrap, which he's doing right now. So, now that he's off, we can go ahead and get him, and still miss! Great, that's just lovely. Let's try a Flare. Yeah, light his ass on fire. There we go, awesome! Yeah, totally overkilled him with only 38 HP, my god. Okay, now we're in the Twilight Mountains. Over near the beginning, you're going to fight this group of Silvaras. They have 1,512 HP. They are immune to ice, and they will freeze you, and they will kill you. So you may want to equip a Freeze Shield Spritnite, or you may just want to kill them before they even act. Your choice. Okay. In the Archimel Ruins, go inside the back entrance, and right near the back entrance, you will fight the Magic Hondas. They have 1,512 HP. They use Frost Breath, and they kind of eat each other as well to raise their stats. But when they use Frost Breath, it can also freeze you and do a lot of damage to you. So what I did was I ate some food. I think it was like a strawberry pie or something like that, and it raised my starting ATB gauge, which made it so that I could get the jump on them, because otherwise they will annihilate you. Those guys are really, really difficult. But I took care of them easily enough. Okay, next guy that we got going on is in Magna Valley, the Crystal Shroomback. He has also 1,512 HP, and he uses a lot of status ailments against you, and he can self-heal as well for about 1,000 HP. So what you want to do is make sure that you get him down as quickly as humanly possible. He is immune to various status ailments, so yeah, there he goes healing himself. That's just lovely. So what you're going to want to do instead of lowering his defense power is just use things like Flare, use things like Meteor, use Radiance, make sure that your attack power is raised up, or else this guy will kill you. He will kill you dead with his status ailments. They are no joke. Okay, in the last lands, the top left part of the frozen village, we have some Digi-Deermons, and they have 1,512 HP, but they are easily taken care of with Flare! Just along with, you know, everything else. Seems like everything goes down with a Flare. So good. Kira's amazing. Okay, and also, now we're still inside that frozen village, but here we're at the top right-hand corner of the village, and we have some Stonials. They have 1,512 HP as well, and just do the same thing that you did against the other guys, and they go down easily enough. Okay, there we go. Sweet. Okay, now this guy is hard. I think that he is the hardest Spritnite eaten monster. And, yeah, I have Fides in my party again, so sue me. What do you want? And, of course, Phantom does nothing. Let's see. He is fought in the Magna Valley, in the ruins. Basically, those royal ruins where you attain the airship the first time, so you have to go through Magna Valley, go through the ruins, go all the way to the end, and then you can fight this guy. He has 1,134 HP. He can use Meteo against your party, which really, really sucks. He can also use Ultimate Combo, which is essentially him one-shotting you. Yeah, he just dealt, I would say about 1,200 damage to Fides right there. Yeah, this guy is nothing to take for granted, so he's very difficult, and unfortunately, again, I ran into him without Indira in my party. So, you have to deal with Fides. It is what it is. Luckily, he doesn't have that much HP. So, just use whatever you can. Flare isn't dealing that much damage to him, unfortunately. Let's see if I can't use anything with Fides. Oh, God. Fides sucks. Like, seriously? That's just terrible. Let's see. Can you try... Yeah, let's try one of these triple techs, maybe. That might work a bit better. He only has about 500 HP left. Maybe this will kill him? Oh, sweet! Awesome! Yeah, that's the way to do it. That's the ticket. Huh, not so bad. I guess he came in handy, Fides. Okay, and our last guy, the Zoot Hoot in the Mysley Woods. Take the exit near Morgros Mountain, and you can fight him. He only has 189 HP, and yeah, that took care of him. So what I'm going to do now during the end slate is just show off all these various Spritnite eaten monsters inside the Snow Compendium, and next time on Let's Play I Am Setsuna, we're going to go through all those ruins and have a massive boss gauntlet along with it. This has been David. If you like this, please like, comment, and subscribe, and have a good day.